Okay, so today I'm gonna throw together a really quick sourdough. I know somebody's gonna be like, this isn't a traditional sourdough, and you're right, it's not. It has yeast in it. Because I have some company coming over in like 4 or 5 hours, and I'm going to make some sourdough. And normally it takes like 16 to 18 hours overnight. I don't have that. So, hence the quick fucking sourdough. Not only that, I'm making a quick video about revamping your sourdough. Like, this sat in my fridge for 9 weeks because I was lazy. And so I've brought it back to life, but it does need to be fed a couple more times. So instead of like throwing a bunch of it away just to throw it away, I'm gonna make a sourdough loaf with it. Very quick and easy. If you forgot to, or if you wanna make sourdough bread for dinner tonight, this is really, really great just to throw together. So let's just bang this out because this is gonna be quick. So first thing first, you're gonna need a scale, right? You're gonna take your starter. It'd be cool if you picked a jar up there underneath. Oh, and by the way, everything will be the recipes underneath for free and everything. Subscribe, like all those internet things that I can't seem to get down. Okay. All right, so you need a well-fed starter. If you don't know, I sell them on my Etsy page. If you want to check it out, I'll link it down there. So we're gonna do 230 grams of starter, 340 grams of H2O, 341. I'm not gonna try and take 1 gram out. This is a very forgiving sourdough because we're adding yeast to it. Tablespoon of yeast. We're gonna mix this all together. Cool. We're gonna let this sit for like 5-ish minutes until the yeast breaks down. Instead of being it like all beady, it's gonna bloom and break down. So just let this sit for like 5 minutes, and then we will add our flour and salt. While we're waiting, whenever you take from your starter, make sure that you replenish it, which was the whole reason of me making this, because I didn't want to throw some away and just to throw it away. So we've gotten to the point where I'm feeding it 50-50. Okay, as you can see, right, it's broken down here. It's been a few minutes, right? Kind of the consistency of milk. Okay, so now that it's been broken down, I'm gonna go ahead and add my flour. So 600 grams of bread flour and a tablespoon of salt. All right, we're just gonna bring this together in our bowl. Okay, this is like I said, super forgiving sourdough because it has yeast in it. We don't have to be as gentle and nice to our dough. We can say mean things to you. See, it's together. Just gonna kind of form you into a little bit of ball here. Very, very rough ball, right? Like so. I'm gonna lay a little flour down here just so it doesn't stick to the table, and put the bowl over it. And we're gonna wait 15 minutes, and then I'm going to shape it. Yeah, rework it. So we're gonna let this sit and rest for about 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and finish it out. Easy peasy. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes, so I'm gonna shape this now. It's rested. Get it in a Dutch oven. And so what I like to do is use a KitchenAid bowl, right, with parchment paper, because as it proofs, like you're not gonna, because you have to heat your Dutch oven up, so you can't proof it inside the Dutch oven. But then when you go to pick up your loaf, it's gonna flatten out, right? So instead, I just take some parchment paper, right? put it in your KitchenAid bowl. Right? And then you can just put it in there and then it'll proof up and we can pick it up off the tail and put it into our Dutch oven. So, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and shape this now. I'm gonna use just a little bit of flour here. Right? I'm gonna kind of press it down here a little bit. I'm gonna roll it up. Okay, right? We kind of made a log. When I kind of just lightly pinch it together, I'm gonna flour my hands just a little bit more. I'm gonna press it back down just pretty lightly, right? I'm gonna roll it up again. Okay, now we made like a little donut like this, right? Pinch it. Now, instead of flattening it out and rolling it all the way, again, I'm now going to just pull my sides, right? And just flip. And just kind of bring this together here. Make a little ball. Now I'm pulling back and then like stretching it over. That probably doesn't make much sense, but like I'm using the table to grab the dough to pull it like so, and then just pinching it together like that. And I'm gonna do it one more time on this side, like so. Maybe one more time. And what we're looking for is this really nice smooth top. So I'm trying to make a ball here. Too much flour on my table now. Cool. Like I said, very forgiving because it's got a bunch of yeast in it. So that's what the bottom looks like here. Top looks nice and smooth. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place this into my KitchenAid bowl. Cover it with plastic and take about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to rise, and we'll be ready to bake. So just place it somewhere warm. If you want to kickstart this, you can boil some water, put it into your oven, off, don't turn your oven on, and then put this in there. Creates kind of like a steam box, hot box, right, and proofs it up. So just cover it, put it somewhere warm, and let it proof. Okay, it's been a little over 2 hours now. Yeah, I put this in at about 12:15. So like an hour 45, 2 hours. And yeah, it looks great. Like I said, a real sourdough. But if you're in a pinch, this fucking works. So yeah, as you can see, it looks all nice. Nice and proofed up here. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna turn the oven on to 500, so bake. If you're doing a Dutch oven, we're gonna put our Dutch oven in there to make sure that it gets up to 500. So let's do that. Okay, now that it's to 500 degrees, my Dutch oven should be 500 degrees as well. The reason why we do this is because otherwise if you put the whole Dutch oven into the oven cold, it'll take too long to come up to temp and fuck up your bread before the bread gets a nice crust. Also, the reason why we uncover this is so that way it dries out a bit. If you handle your dough while it's still super wet, it could and probably will deflate on you, especially when you dock it, if you dock it. So it's still hot, don't forget about it like I did that one time. So from the 4 little tails we got here, let's pick it up and start that. Nice. Oh yeah, right in the middle of my video. Bum, bum, bum. We're gonna start a fire, right? So, hey, there we go, it turned off. So yeah, so docked it, put it on. Oven mitts, haha. All right, we're gonna put a little water in there too, a little steam, right. Ah, a little steam there. Drop it down to 450. And we're gonna do that for, we're gonna start with 10. My initial thought was 15, but I'm gonna start with 10. And then we'll see how that looks. If it looks good, we'll take the lid off, drop it down to 350 and finish the baking. But we'll check in 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes. Let's check on it. It smells good. No. All right, 5 more minutes. Okay, there you go, 15 minutes. Nice, 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 nice. I'm gonna drop that to 350 and we're gonna bake it for 20 minutes. 350, 20 minutes. Okay, the 20 minute already went off. I added another 5. So I should just went with my gut the first time. But you always can add time. You can't take time away. The doy. Looking pretty good. Hot. Ow! I still think it needs a little more time, but instead of, obviously we already have our form from the Dutch oven, so all I'm gonna do now is just take it out, right? And then I'm gonna plop this guy in there. Haha! Sweet, and then in 5 more minutes, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be done. So, I'll catch you in 5. Okay, the other 5 minutes went on. So what, in total it was another 30 plus the 50, so 45 in total. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna taste really good. Okay, I know somebody out there is gonna be like, oh, that looks like terrible. That looks like look, I made a sourdough loaf. I started at 11:45 and with very minimal effort, like 10-20 minutes of actual like work into this. So I made a sourdough in like 3.5 hours. I wasn't looking for this to be perfect that I'm gonna sell in a shop. I just wanted to throw something together for dinner tonight, and it came out. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna make a salmon chowder, and now we have fresh bread to go with it. Sure, I'll make another video of a really nice sourdough where it looks all pretty, and it'll take you 18 to 24 hours to make it and proof, and cool, we can all be professionals, yeah. Or you can just, take it for taste value versus the Hollywood chefs, fucking the internet. But anyways, this is gonna be good. I'm gonna make, oh man, this is gonna be good. Anyways, subscribe, like, comment, concern, questions, recipes below. Everything's below. Everyone knows YouTube at this point. Yeah. Catch you on the next one.